Wrestling fans, sad news yesterday, last night, Silver King passed away during the course of a match. It's fair to say that he actually did pass away during the course of the match. Somebody had shared the link to the video. I saw the video. I'm not sure, why I watched it. I guess I just wanted to be informed. And unfortunately, my viewpoint, just my opinion, I wasn't there in this match in London, apparently. It looks like there could have been more done from his opponent and the referee. And that's tough to say because his opponent is someone that everybody likes, Juventud Guerrera. Silver King and Juventud go back to the WCW Nitro days, 20 plus years ago, 1997, 98. They were part of that luchador tradition. Juventud had a few more programs, high profile, against guys like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero and Chris Jericho. That's Juvi I'm talking about. Silver King was more of an opening type of guy, a guy you'd see in the second, third match on a Nitro or a pay-per-view, but very talented. Dave Meltzer reported or reminded me in one of his videos that Silver King was actually the villain in the film Nacho Libre, which I did see the movie Nacho Libre at the time, and I forgot, if that was Silver King. It's a sad thing. Now, the thing that I'm not going to give a history of Silver King's career. I'm not qualified to do that, except to say barrel-chested guy, always seemed to work his ass off, always seemed to be a true professional, and it's a fucking tragedy and a shame that at 51 years old this happens. Watching the tape, for those that did watch the tape or don't watch the tape, I'll give my version of it. What I saw just on the tape, I obviously wasn't there, was that Silver King delivered some type of either flying clothesline off the ropes or some type of body block, and looked like he was going for a pin, and then it's hard to say exactly what happened off the top of my head, but it looked like while he's going for the pin, he has some type of seizure, maybe a heart attack, maybe a stroke. Who knows? I don't know. Wasn't there. But it's like immediately you can tell something wrong. His body goes to dead weight, meaning that he's not right. He's going for the pin, and he's obviously not right. And then it seems like there's a few moments of confusion where Juvi, was trying to kick out of this pin or something, and they're trying to figure out what to do, meaning Juvi and the referee. And it seemed, now this is where there's some disparity. Me and another person on Facebook were kind of arguing about this a little bit. To me, it looks like Silver King is either dry heaving or breathing heavy and confused and gasping for air or something. The other person thought that he was speaking to his opponent and to the referee, and the other guy said he's probably telling the referee and Juvi to just give me a minute, I'll be fine. Well, that's a big assumption that I'm not willing to make. To me, it didn't look like that at all. It looked like he was breathing heavy and trying to get himself together. There's a few minutes of confusion, and Juvi and the referee are just kind of stalling, and then Juvi delivers a kick to Silver King's chest, and it wasn't a particularly brutal kick, but it did make contact, and honestly, you judge for your fucking self if you're going to watch this tape, but that kick seemed to be the end of it, meaning that there was not much response from Silver King if he was still with us or not after that kick. Juvi just then kind of, it's really painful to watch because Juvi kind of, Silver King, from my memory, is on his chest at that point, his stomach in his chest, and Juvi rolls the guy over, hooks the leg. The referee makes a 2 count and then hesitates for about 10 or 15 seconds, and the crowd's kind of confused and they're making a noise, and then the referee makes a 3 count. And it's like, okay, my thought, and I don't know who the referee's name is, and I've never seen this referee before. In this match, I don't even know what promotion this was in London, some type of show thrown together, or maybe it was a working promotion. Seemed to have a good crowd. But the referee makes the count, and to me, the referee did not really seem to be very well trained or versed in what to do in case of emergency. Now, I don't know the referee. I'm not saying anything about him, his experience level, but it seemed like common sense went on fucking vacation here, folks. And I'll be honest, I would like to have... I'm watching this thing and I'm thinking, are these guys trying to protect the business? Is that what it's come down to? Now, look, if someone, injures a finger or gets cut the hard way or whatever in a match, yeah, you can continue the match, get through it. And we know these fucking stories of Triple H blowing out his quad or continuing the match against, Jericho and Benoit with Austin back in 2002. We know all these gallant, heroic stories. You don't have to go that back. I mean, it's hard to put this in the same category, but that Brie Bella, Liv Morgan 6-woman tag match on Raw, last October, November, whatever that was, which people got up in arms about a bit, and I did too. This is a totally different fucking thing, and I'm getting angry about it because it appears very clearly, and look, yes, I wasn't in the goddamn ring, I wasn't the ref, I was not the opponent, and, I'm sure that the ref and Hoovy, I'm guessing they feel horrible about this, and they didn't go in there expecting anything to happen. They just thought it'd be another one of matches, of thousands of matches that at least Hoovy's been involved in. No expectation for something like this to happen. And in the crisis of the moment, who's to say what I would have done, what you would have done? We can't sit here and judge and say we would have done any better. But the point is, at ringside, you'd think that there'd be some type of medical person, some type of commissioner, some type of somebody with some goddamn common sense to throw the towel in, to stop the match. It's highly more important and valuable to save a guy's life at that point, or at least give him a chance. And now here's the thing. Silver King, immediately upon that clothesline or that flying body tackle, seemed like he was not in very good shape at all, and maybe not would have survived this evening, regardless of what happened. But to give the guy a fighting chance is all you can hope for at that point. And just the dragging on of the fucking, going for the 3 count, trying to kicking the guy in the chest, the referee the slow count. These are all valuable fucking seconds that are being wasted, minutes being wasted. A very intelligent woman on Twitter said, why wasn't there CPR? Not one person knew CPR around. And hey, if anything, this is a cause. Everyone go out there and take a CPR class on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon or something. So it's a tragedy. It's a horrible tragedy. The other aspect of it is some people are upset with others that they're sharing the videos and people making threats. Oh, if you share this video, you're a piece of shit, or you're trying to get hits to your website. Look, I don't have a website that I'm putting the fucking video on, but I do feel that this is a news story, which the mainstream media probably won't cover very much. But I think there has to be something learned from this horrible thing, and I think people should have that option to watch it if they want to or not. The nightly news shows children dying, people dying. There's people dying everywhere all the time, by the way. Tyrannical governments killing people in all types of nefarious ways. So you can't just live in a fucking fantasy world and just think that nothing bad ever happens, because unfortunately, bad things are happening as I'm speaking and as you're watching this. Human atrocities are happening all the time. Going to this Silver King death situation, horrible situation, no one's trying to, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not trying to exploit the poor man's death, this legend's death. It's to kind of just raise fucking awareness, if that does anything, that there needs to be medical staff on hand. And if you're a promoter, even having a local wrestling promotion, it's tough sometimes with money. Can you afford medical staff to be on board or whatever? But maybe you should. And that's just... I don't know anything about this wrestling promotion in London, but to me, they dropped the ball. They didn't give this guy a fighting chance. It's a fucking shame. It's a fucking pity. And it's very upsetting. So rest in peace, Silver King. Condolences to his family.